What's up YouTube, Godit74 here, bringing you this week's monotype of the week, and this week's type is the poison typing. This was a really fun team to use compared to some teams I've used in the past, at least of monotypes. I'm going to go over my sets real quickly. I started off with a Crobat Life Orb with Cross Poison, Brave Bird for Stab, and U-Turn just in case there wasn't a good switch in, as well as Protect. Then I had an Assault Vest Muck. He was my switch-ins with Power Up Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Gunk Shot, just to take some hits and deal some hits back. And then I used Mega Beedrill, one of my personal favorite megas, with Poison Jab, X Scissor, Protect, and Drill Run. Some people run Swords Dance, some people run Drill Run. I run Drill Run. There's other moves you can run on it too, but that's usually the fourth move that you can usually pick. But I'm gonna get right into this battle. It was pretty interesting. I mean, all battles are always interesting usually. So they're gonna start off with my favorite ice type being Beartic, and I didn't even realize it was shiny, so it shined. It doesn't really look too different. Like I said, I'm going to start off with Crobat here. I decided to go for Brave Bird. It gets damage done real quick. It's kind of like a suicide lead just to get damage dealt, and usually like in here, perfect situation, just missed out on the kill, but that's quite fine. Revenge killing was really good. Beedrill was just really good at it. It ended up going for Sheer Cold, which was really funny. And that was even laughing harder that it was actually hitting the first turn. Kind of frustrated me, but it was giving me a good laugh at the same time. And now I decided to take advantage of Beartic's speed, because Beedrill's speed before it Mega Evolves isn't too good. So instead of going for the predictable Protect, I just attacked here, because I knew I would be faster regardless. I went for the X Scissor because I wasn't paying attention to their team, and I didn't know if they had a Steel type on the team and Poison Jab. And Drill Run kind of misses sometimes, so I just went for the Stab X Scissor. They're sending out Chandelure. I'm not 100% confident that my Drill Run can take out the Chandelure, so I decided to switch into Muck. Muck can't really hit this thing when I think about it now. Its Power Punch is immune, Gunk Shot and Ice Punch are both resisted, so Thunder Punch was really my best bet. They go for Heat Wave, and Muck takes it pretty well, but it gets burned, and which kind of sucks. Now my attack's nothing. They're going to go for Shadow Ball, which is probably going to do just about the same amount of damage as Heat Wave did. I'm going to go for Thunder Punch, hoping for Paralysis or something. And just in case it had a Sash, I broke it. I don't know if it did. But they're going to go for Heat Wave one more turn. I decided this turn, just in case I did live, that I would go for Gunk Shot and actually live on 4 health. So I went for the Gunk Shot. I was thinking it would just do the same amount of damage as Thunder Punch, which it basically does. And I get a Poison, which was good at least. Not too much came out of that, but it was alright. So they take some poison damage, and I'm gonna go down the burn. So it was Beedrill left for me, and I was praying that Drill Run would hit, because I know Drill Run's accuracy isn't 100% the best. And I know I would be pretty fast unless they were really fast, but knowing it's a Sheer Cold Beartic, I doubt it. So I go for the Drill Run, and it takes out the Chandelure, which is good. Muck did its job by taking down the Chandelure's health enough so I knew Drill Run would knock it out. So the last Pokemon was actually a Gastrodon, and I was kind of scared of this thing. I actually thought I was going to lose. And I go for the X Scissor here, and it just does barely under half. They go for Scald, and yeah, it does around half, same amount of damage. I didn't get burned, luckily. So I'm going to go for X Scissor again. It barely misses down the kill, and they actually go for Recover, which is, I guess, kind of a risky move for them. They could have went for Scald and possibly knocked me out, too. So I'm just spamming X Scissor here. It's my only attack that I can really hit this thing with, and I get a critical hit. So I actually won this battle. Really fun. I thought it was pretty funny. That critical hit really didn't matter. I could have been stalled out for days. So getting into the second battle now, that you could see from the team preview that they're using all legends, of course, and 2 of them are psychic types, which is even better. Sarcasm. So they're gonna start off with Latios, shiny Latios, which is a really cool color. I went off for Crobat like usual. I decided to go for U-Turn because it was super effective with damage, and that can save Crobat for later. It does well over half damage, which I'm very pleased about. Take some Life Orb damage, but that's quite fine with me. I decided to go into Muck here, because Muck can take any hit from this Latios, and I know Beedrill's frail, so Muck was my only switch. They go for the Ice Beam actually, and at the time they didn't know I was using all poison types, so that's why they use Ice Beam. Of course I got a critical hit. I think that's the second one on Muck in this video. They go for Luster Purge, and I take that pretty well. I go for the Ice Punch because I know it's super effective, and it just takes out Latios. And I know Muck's attack isn't too good because it's not fully. I don't have an Animate Nature on it. I do have full EV investment into it though. So they're gonna send in Deoxys, defensive form Deoxys, shiny, Deoxys. Okay. They go for the Psychic, and I actually was thinking like maybe I could live this because it's defensive Deoxys, but no, I just go down. 45 health wasn't enough. If I was at full, I would be able to live that, which is good to know at least. So it's in a Beedrill here because Beedrill's part Bug type, and since that does good again, that's basically my counter to Psychic types. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. I have to go for Protect because I actually don't know Deoxys' defense form speed, so I decided to Protect to play it safe. They're probably just gonna go for another Psychic again, in which they actually go for Thunderbolt. I don't know why. Maybe they were predicting a switch or something like that. I decided to go for X Scissor. I was really hoping this would kill, and it just kills, and that was pretty good for me. Deoxys defense form is actually pretty defensive. I've had problems with it in the future. So of course we have Rayquaza as the final Pokemon. Why wouldn't we? And of course, even to put a cherry on top, it's Mega Rayquaza. So that's just great for me. Luckily, my 2 Pokemon are actually faster than this thing. Even with full investment, I have a Jolly Nature Beedrill, so I don't think this Rayquaza would be faster even if it tried. So I decided to go for Poison Jab just to get some damage off. That's the only really good move. I was hoping for a Poison, I didn't get it. And they go for the Dragon. I said, yeah. You can kind of assume what's going to happen with Beedrill in a couple seconds. But I have Crobat in the back, which is quite fine. Yeah, Beedrill gets absolutely annihilated. They actually lowered their defenses, which really helps out, since I don't have any super effective moves against Rayquaza. So Beedrill goes down. By the way, you're going to be seeing Beedrill a lot next week, because Mega Evolution on Fridays or Saturdays. It's going to be Saturday this week, but that's okay. So we have Crobat coming out with my last Pokemon. I know I'm faster. I'm used Brave Bird. I'm really hoping this is going to take it out. Rayquaza's defense was lowered, and I have a Life Orb, and luckily it takes it out. So 2 good battles. I got 2 wins today, and GG. It was a good battle. And I take some Life Orb damage as well, and recoil, and I still won the battle in the end. So yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, leave a like, follow me on Twitter, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it.